For me, I heard the president say yesterday that there is a lot of bribery allegations happening in parliament, and I was surprised that he's talking about it 1 year after they've been able to use the same corridors, activities to impeach even Rigathi Gachagua. How was Rigathi Gachagua impeached? Haven't you heard from many members what was happening, what was traded between members of parliament and the executive? You want to tell me that you've never heard that during impeachment Rigathi Gachagua, there were some MPs who actually confessed that they were enticed with money so that they can sign the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua? You want to tell me this is the first time that you have heard this? Many members of parliament, many senators have even been on radio, on TV, saying they were lured into money so that they can sign. So, President Ruto coming on TV in front of governors to say that parliament is corrupt, I think this guy has just realized that he has lost it. Yeah. So he's trying to redeem his image by now throwing all the mess he has done in the last 2.5 years to parliament. In fact, soon and very soon, you will hear him say, hata hizo finance bill, si mimi nilipitisha, ni wajumbe walipitisha. He's trying to cleanse himself, to redeem himself, to redeem his image as he prepares for 2027. Lakini tunamwambia bila kumficha. Watufukuze wakatae kutufukuza. Sisi tumeamua, kama wamama wa Kenya tumeamua. Na ile tumeamua tutamuonyesha 2027 kwa ballot. Saa hii, we are here to press for issues that pertain to women because campaigns have not started. I want to remind Speaker Moses Wetangula that any woman elected in the National Assembly is not a mama. Any woman elected in the National Assembly is referred to as honorable member. Mamas are languages that are used to bring down the women's status in the society. Mamas are called to us whenever we are in our homes. But when we are in parliament, we are honorable members of parliament. Wamama viva! Viva! As a woman leader in this country, I want to register my disappointment in the government of the day.
Now let me answer the question of what is my next step. I want you to take note of all the politicians. I don't hold on to titles. That is why even my social media pages don't have honorable or what. I am Gloria or Roba. There can only be one me. By the time the court directed us from the High Court to go to the Political Parties Tribunal, it is because we were already in the Political Parties Tribunal. And in fact, we are there at the mercy of the judiciary because, as you have heard, Parliament is captured by the executive. Most of us are hanging on a very thin thread, and it is the judiciary that is holding us where we are. And we do hope, all of us, those who are being really sacrificed and punished for speaking the truth, that the judiciary will not fall into the trap of being captured by the executive. So there is no next step. I am alive. I am still fighting for women. I am still, you know, you are asking my question as if I died from the day they illegally removed me. I am still here. We are still working. The women are still with us. And as you can see, our spirit is not broken. They might have tried to break my spirit 10.5 million ways. But we are still here.
So most of you, when you saw my presser, you were asking me whether I would comment about our Kenya Moja initiative. Please note, Kenya Moja initiative is an initiative of members of parliament who serve under the 13th parliament, both Senate and National Assembly. And we are not a political party. We are just a caucus of members of parliament. We are calling ourselves Kenya Moja because we come from all corners of Kenya. We represent all regions of Kenya. We are not caucusing so that we can form a political party. We are caucusing so that we can provide interventions and solutions to problems that Kenyans are going through now. We are not forming a coalition so that we can decide on what to do in 2027 because 2027 is 2 years to come. We have realized that in as much as we talk about 2027, young people of Kenya are dropping from university. Women of Kenya are being butchered. Children of Kenya are hungry. And so we realized our mandate right now, that is why we were elected, is to go and fight for Kenyans for what is happening now. And that is why we came together. If you listen to us, like for example, when we went for our first meeting in Saboti constituency, we spoke issues. Issues of diapers came up, issues of Linda Mama came up, because we had gone for a women activity meeting. and 2/3 gender came up. So we are not coming together so that we can form a political party. But if Kenyans believe us, if Kenyans believe that what we are saying is what they want, if Kenyans realize that we are the right people to resonate and to advocate for their rights, and decide to make us what they want to make us in 2027, so be it. And we are going to stick together as Kenya Moja. We are going to continue pressing this government together. I'm sure you have seen me press Matters Coffee. I was here with all national cooperative leadership of coffee in Kenya. And all I was doing the whole day was to press for Matters Coffee. And that is what we are doing. We are pressing for Kenyans' issues as Kenya Moja, advocating for the Kenyans' needs. And if that will mutate to a political party, or will mutate to a coalition, or will mutate to a force that we can reckon with and go with for the 2027 election, I will be very happy if that happens. But for now, we are focused. Thank you. Asanteni sana, members of the press, for coming. Listening to Murman, when the BBC expose was broadcasted, I saw Governor Susan Keheka, my sister, rise up very fast, address the matter, and even went further to create a task force in her county to investigate and tackle that issue once and for all. And I know Susan Keheka's facial expressions. And when she means business, I know. And that day she meant business. So when Senator Kipchumba Murkomen, our CS, comes on TV through Parliament to say it was a hoax, it only tells you that there is something they discovered that was so tarnishing that he was covering up. Because there is no way a governor in charge of the county that has an issue would behave the way she behaved, going to the extent of even creating the task force for that matter, and then a CS comes to Parliament and says it was a hoax. You know, this is a government that is in denial, that there are so many errors of omission and so many errors of commission under their watch, especially on matters of human rights. They have failed immensely. In fact, I can tell you, because I said I started women movement activities when I was 19. This is the lowest Kenya has sunk as women movement, with the women movement of Kenya. It was not like this when we had Mother Karua and Charity Ngiro and Senator Beth Mogo and Satsiri Balire. It has never been like this. Akina Joki Dongo stood up on that floor of the house and defended. They made bills and acts that protected the dignity of women of Kenya. So I think Senator Murkomen is inept. He is completely inept. He cannot continue to serve as a minister in charge of interior if he cannot even defend the right of the woman he has in his own house and the daughters he has given birth to as a father. And his own mother. If Senator Murkomen, our CS, cannot be able to protect the right of his own mother, his own daughter, his own wife, he should actually resign before he's impeached. And for me, if you asked me, if I had numbers, I would impeach Murkomen tomorrow.
Murkomen must go.
But unfortunately, this parliament is captured. This parliament cannot even agree to even sign against Senator Murkomen's impeachment as a CS cabinet secretary. They cannot agree.
Yeah.
But I wish we had 10 or 50 of us who would agree to impeach this guy. This guy is an embarrassment not only to Kenya but to the world.
Yeah,
he should be fired with immediate effect. Yes.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dab Radio ndio mpango mzima.